Hey, guys, welcome back. And all right, guys, this is the week we're about to go live from Los Angeles at the Bourbon Room, April 7th, this Thursday night. If you haven't gotten your tickets, you know that Los Angeles is a sold out show. So make sure you go to spillingtealive.com, grab your live stream tickets, the VIP bundle, the before party, after party. You know what it is. But in the meantime, guys, we have exciting Bravo news. The Real Housewives of Miami, they are back, not just from Peacock, but they're back for season 4 on Bravo, August 5th at 9 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So with that, we of course had to talk to one of the Real Housewives, Julia Lemigova. This is going to be a special treat, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Julie, I'm so excited to be talking with you because one, Real Housewives of Miami, it's one of my favorite franchises. And the fact that it's back, we have new faces. We have our first woman on any of the franchises representing the LGBTQIA plus community. I mean, this is amazing. And congratulations to you. How are you feeling about this?
Oh, I feel, first of all, thank you for having me. And I feel like so thrilled and honored to be able to be given this opportunity, to show the rest of the world how we live, and that love has no gender, and that representing the community, for me, it's such an honor. I just hope I do it the right way. And it's a big responsibility, but I'm happy to shine. I want to say, finally, amazing that finally it's happened and we're able to do that and show the world how we live, how my life is with Martina, with our kids, with multiple animals. And I hope people will enjoy watching us.
I love that. And, this is a different experience, right? Because you were Miss USSR and you've had cameras around you before. You've put yourself in front of people in the limelight, but nothing is like filming a reality TV show. How was that experience for you?
I came into filming world with no expectations. I had no idea what's waiting for me. I haven't even watched any of the shows previously joining the cast. When Adriana asked me to be her friend on the show, I watched the next 3 days. I watched season 1, season 2, season 3, and then boom, start filming. And I've learned something from each of the women. There's such a dynamic group of amazing women, and being part of it is it's like a lifetime experience. And also you can't, I feel that I already feel it because people writing to me sometimes on Instagram that I made a little impact in some people's life, and it's melts my heart. I'm so happy about it. People react to my love for animals, or they write to me sometimes very heartbreaking messages about their personal stories, and that my openness about what happened to me in life helped them. So this is really important for me, just to know that I helped somebody. And of course, helping the community, the LGBTQ community is a huge deal for me. And so I'm cannot.
It's so interesting that you point out all of that too, because a lot of people, across the board on different reality TV shows, whether it's on Housewives or another Bravo show, I don't know. Some people don't always understand that with such a big platform comes such a big responsibility, and you have to really figure out what do you want to focus on and how do you want to portray yourself. And I'm sure with how many different layers there are to your story and your storyline on the Real Housewives of Miami, that there are a lot of people who have probably reached out to you, and you must have helped a ton of people, especially with the story about your son, and then, your daughter wanting to go and travel. And then of course you have a farm, but you have this beautiful house in Miami. You have quite an interesting story.
I am realizing it actually as I'm living it, because for me, it's almost normal. I live it daily, right? But then watching myself on TV, kind of reliving the moment, I almost sometimes can understand what people find amusing or maybe they could relate and it could help them in some ways. So I'm living my life and watching it at the same time. It's kind of like a almost out of body experience. But I think what makes it authentic is if you are authentic, if you're not faking anything, and if you're not ashamed since you like chose to be on TV, you not ashamed of who you are, and not trying to be better than you are, because that would be silly, right? So just be yourself and share with people how you live, and just assume it, you know?
You know, I do have a question for you, and this wasn't a part of anything that I was going to ask you, but I am curious because you said you went back and watched Real Housewives of Miami seasons 1 through 3, and some would say that's almost like doing your homework. When you watched the seasons back, did it put any kind of idea in your head of this is how I want to be portrayed, or if somebody comes at me with something like that, this is how I would respond, kind of getting into character, or were you just using it as a tool to see, oh, okay, this is what I'm getting myself into?
To me, I watched it because I wanted to see and kind of meet, before meeting some of the women, I wanted to just kind of hear them talk and see how they are, but not at all to learn anything in particular, because I didn't want to get inspired or kind of any preconceived ideas. That's the reason why I haven't watched any of the other franchise before. You know, I literally like because reality TV is a real life. So
Right.
in real life, when you, let's say you're invited to the party and you have your best friend, because Adriana is my best friend, and she takes me to a group of people that, let's say, I haven't met before, or I don't know them well before. How you react is how life is. So no expectations, like you don't know what's going to happen when you go somewhere. And the same thing for me, when I watched it, it's just to see, okay, you are you, that's how you are, kind of. But then the real them, I would discover while talking and interacting with them, you know. But I did not alter any of my behavior because I watched it or did not watch it. It was just like, hi, my name is Julia, let's go for it.
Let's do it.
My camera is on or not. That's how it is. That's how life is.
All right. Well, I do have another question for you, because you're obviously married to tennis superstar. You know, I mean, Martina's had this amazing life, and watching her on the show, she's so laid back, and she just seems like, you know, whatever you want. And if you're happy, then she's happy. I mean, honestly, I feel like we all need a Martina in our lives, but you must have, so far up until this point, since you've been married to Martina, experienced such a different part of life, like the celebrity that comes with Martina and everything, you know, people just fangirl over her. And for you now, we're watching you on the Real Housewives of Miami. It's kind of like, not the roles have reversed, but now you're getting some of the attention. Is that strange?
Not really, because, you know, I've been on camera like since I was 16 years old, you know, like the Miss Moscow pageant, the Miss USSR, the Miss Universe, and then modeling career for like 15 years. So I love camera, you know, I have this special relationship with the camera. And then Martina loves sport. So her relationship with the camera is a little bit different. So we each had our own different, but yet kind of a little bit similar, on a different level, interaction with press and fans. So this is, let's say, her or me when we are with other people, and then this is how we are at home, like in our pajamas, cooking. So I never looked at her more than Martina, my girlfriend, my partner, my wife. You know, I'm bossing her around, I'm giving her hard time, you know, and then sometimes think, oh my God, like, you know, she's sometimes, Julia, you should be nicer to me, you know, but like she's so real and so authentic. And you know, in the same thing, like sometimes the other day, you know, we were in a restaurant and somebody comes to us. I immediately think they're gonna like ask her autograph, or they're gonna ask something, you know, about tennis to Martina. No, they told me, Julia, we love you on the show. And I had my dog with me, and I'm like, oh my God, and we love you animals. And Martina was just laughing. this person did not look at Martina at all, you know. It's kind of funny, like, right? But we have this easy, fun dynamic. And that's my parrot laughing on the background.
And now I wanted to ask you, since the show has started, obviously we've seen a little bit about your journey in trying to move into our new home, and we have the farm. Where do you stand today? What have you been up to since filming the show? Are we in the new house and we left the farm behind, or have we made some changes?
Yes. So I sold the farm, the farm that you've seen on the show. And I now have a new place where all my animals migrated. And I am loving it. And this place has a lot of work, and I have to daily, I do the same daily duties with my animals like I did in my previous place. And now kind of my life is between both places, Miami and in the farm, but I cannot be without my animals. So I either bring them to Miami or I go to the farm. So nothing really changed, just their locations, but the passion is the same. Last year, this year, same thing.
I feel like too, I think that's one of the things, or I guess one of the reasons why I especially loved you so much on the show was because of your passion for animals. And in my family, we're exactly the same way, where we're constantly, oh, that animal needs help. It's okay. We'll give it a home. No. And then I feel like before you know it, you have 10 and 15 and 20 and they add up, but you can't help it. You're passionate about it.
And imagine like now I have a farm. So some people I know, oh, Julia, just yesterday, somebody called, we're looking to adopt this baby zebu, it's like this mini cow, but with a like a bump on the back, we're talking about a big animal. So it's like one thing when people come to you say, oh, the little cat or the little dog. I'm getting those big 800-pound animals, like, oh God.
It's all of a sudden going to be like a tiger rescue. They're like, listen, we have this leopard. You're like, okay, this has gone way too far.
That's probably got way too far,
All right. I did want to ask you a little bit before I kind of get off of the subject of filming Real Housewives of Miami. This season, I was so interested to see who the cast was. Once we got to meet you and Gertie and some of our newbies, we were all excited. But Adriana, we saw where she shared on social media that she did the intros just like the rest of you women, and she ended up becoming a friend of the show. Now, I'm sure the network and Bravo, they have their reasons, and that's neither here nor there. But going into next season, if you are brought back and you have that opportunity to film with your best friend again, would you want her to be full-time, or do you like it? It's okay just the way it is. She's great as a friend role. You film just as much with her anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It's like the definition of a friend and a housewife. It's just a title after all, Right. Because to me, Adriana is more than a friend, more than a housewife. She's just like my darling Adriana, my best friend. And, I enjoy filming with her. If there is a next season, I will film with her as much as I can because I love it. The details is more like for the network to decide. She, for me, in my eyes, doesn't matter what her title is. She is no less or more. She is my best friend. She's Adriana. And to me, she deserves the best. And so should she have it, and the technical details is just kind of above my background, but I think Adriana is absolutely terrific person, terrific friend, and the most entertaining girl to watch on TV.
And, Julia, since you said that you don't watch a lot of the other franchises, I don't know if you know this, but if you don't, then I'm here to let you know that most of our franchises have some of our most iconic duos. So Housewives, whether they're friend role or like whatever you said, it's a title. So it's not that significant. But we always have an iconic duo in every single franchise. Like Potomac has Giselle and Robin, and Salt Lake City has Heather and Whitney. And you and Adriana, you guys are like our iconic duo for Miami. So you might not have known that you were doing this right, but you're doing it very right.
Thank you. Because that's how we are. That's how we live. We have each other's back. Literally, like the other day, I hurt my back for real on the farm, like shoving hay. So Adriana comes to my house in Miami and, cooks lunch for me. And then we had dinner at home with some friends and I could not, I was like about to cancel it. So Adriana comes in and again, she has my back. She's cooking, helping Martina, being her sous chef, so we are like that. To me, like you said, thank you so much that I'm doing it right. But it's like, that's natural to me. Like, I don't have to think twice about it. Like the opposite would be weird.
Right. And that's perfect because then it reads through and the viewers don't feel like you're just, orchestrating the whole thing, which is great for us and amazing for you. And, since we're talking about the cast, and I'm not trying to have you be shady or anything like that, but I am curious, you went through the whole process of filming with all of these women, getting to know them, getting to see different sides of them. If you had to, if you're comfortable with answering this, who would you say out of the cast would be the most misunderstood for you, or someone that you didn't really jive with at first, but you eventually kind of came around and you're like, oh, wow, okay, maybe I'll give this person an opportunity. I'll give them a chance.
Well, the person with whom, I'm all about second chances, and because I think that's fair and that's how I would like to be treated. I mean, I currently have a difficult situation with Larsa. I started to getting to know her, like on the paper, we could have been super close because both our kids went to the same school, for example, or we both were married to, famous world athletes, right? So on the paper, we should have been closer, yet it didn't happen. And then as getting to know her more and more disappointing things kind of were falling on me. So, but, I'm not shutting the door. I wish it would be different, but at this time it's not. So maybe in the future, there could be some second chance or getting to know her, a different side of Larsa that I thought she had, but she never showed me and I was not able to see.
Right.
So maybe her in a way, because everybody else, everybody's different, but no one disappointed me as much as she did.
And then for you, thinking about it, you don't know what you know until you know it, right? So you go through the whole filming process and you didn't know what that would be like unless you filmed a reality TV show before. And now that you've gotten through it and you've seen back a lot of the episodes and you've rewatched yourself, if anything, does anything come to mind that you would change? Something that you would do different? Maybe even if you're given the opportunity to come back for season 5?
Definitely, yes. It would be me personally. Like if I would change something, that would be probably me speak out more. But my personality, I naturally gravitate towards kind of peace than a fight, but I definitely feel that in certain moments of interaction with women, I did not speak out loud enough or was able to bring my point across. And that is something actually watching the show and filming and watching myself helped me a lot, like in my personal life, to unchain myself. And if I would be given an opportunity to film again, or if the show would come back, oh my God, that would be different Julia all around, because some people maybe misunderstood my kindness for weakness, and that's not who I am. I'm still the same person. I'm going to be always the same, but I will be more daring, because in my life, I am usually more daring, unless kind of like stay in the corner and watch. I'm not going to be staying in the corner and watch anymore.
I love this. Now we definitely have to get you back for a season 5, because it's true. I think that you said it, you hit the nail on the head when you said sometimes people mistake your kindness for weakness, or that they feel like they can run all over you and they might come in with a more dominant personality. But don't worry, Julia, we know what's in there and we can't wait to see the other side of it. We know we'll get the opportunity.
It is in there. It is in there. So
definitely. And for you, one thing, after watching back the show, if there's one thing that you think maybe got missed or that we don't know about you as viewers, maybe you feel like you shared everything and there's nothing that we don't really know about you. But if there is, I mean, does anything come to mind?
I compare myself and my life like this artichoke, right? So you you kind of open the layers, and they have a lot of layers. Sometimes they may be hidden somewhere like in the heart, and I know it without realizing. What I showed is, I think, what I felt at the moment.
Right.
And then again, if the show would ever come back and we film again, there would be more layers coming out, there would be the feeling of the moment then. And we all have so many layers and stories, and I have a lot of stories. And given the right opportunity and right time, those stories come out, and it's a time for this story to be shared. So that's what, if show would come back, I would bring something that would spontaneously come out, and I have a lot of things.
All right, I love that.
But like overall personality, that's who I am. Like, you don't change that, but then you maybe show more as you get more confidence, as life goes on, as things happen in your life. And then some of them I will maybe even discover about myself that I'm not realizing right this second.
It's a lot of self-realization, but also getting comfortable and sharing these new sides. It's like peeling. Okay, I get the analogy. I now understand the artichoke.
Right. That's what we say in French. Le cœur d'artichaut. You have a lot. You cannot just like right away eat the center of it. You have to work. Peel it, and then each petal, has something, has a story. So I feel like my life has a lot of those petals that I am, have no problems sharing. And
since you have no problem sharing, and I know that you're extremely busy, so I don't want to keep you all day as much as I would love to, by the way. But since you don't mind sharing, what would something be that you're most excited when it comes to your future? What are you looking forward to most? Does anything just kind of stick out where you're like, I have this coming up, or, Martina and I are about to take a trip here? Like, do we have anything? I'm nosy.
It's probably, again, it's real life. Like, what do you struggle the most? What are you excited about the most? Like right now in my life, my girls, they're kind of like, I'm a newbie empty nester, which I absolutely hate. So, but that happens when your kids grow and they leave, but you never really prepared for it. So I'm totally not prepared for it right now, but I have to live with it, and I have to be strong. And when I talk to them on the phone, I have to not show them that I'm going to be crying after I hang up the phone because I want them back. But it's also kind of rediscovering your couple again. And it's okay, if life brings you oranges or lemons, whatever you say, make lemonade, right? So, okay, girls left, I'm alone with Martina and the animals. We could maybe think of new fun things to do, or travel, or I'm trying to lure Martina more on my farm and make her fall in love with my donkeys, things like that. Just life. I'm excited. Like, I'm not the person who is excited so much about the future. I'm like so about present tense. And that was not the case for me a few years ago. But now I literally cherish the moment and not thinking of tomorrow. It's like today.
Today.
That's my big project for the future, today.
So living in the now, the present.
Living now. Yes.
Well, Julia, I know that you're in Miami. I'm also in Palm Beach. So one time I'll have to grab you dinner or something and listen to more of your stories, because
come to the farm.
Definitely. We'll have to come to the farm, and maybe we can even film a vlog at the farm. I don't know. That would be fun. But yes. I wanted to say thank you so much for giving us your time. We're so excited. We're so happy that, Bravo is now getting the Real Housewives of Miami tonight, April 5th at 9 p.m. And I know you have your Peacock family, but the Bravo fans are intense. So they're going to love you. They're going to be all over you. They're going to be messaging you. This is going to be a whole new audience. I cannot wait for them to meet you.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm really, really thrilled and excited.
Well, thank you, Julia. And we'll see you so very soon. Tell Martina and all of the babies, the fur babies, and maybe not even fur babies. Maybe they don't have fur. I don't know. But tell them we all said hi.
They all have it all. I will. It was literally so nice to meet you, really.
Well, it was so nice meeting you. Thank you, Julia.
Nice. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that was Julia Lemigova. And how amazing was she? First of all, we definitely have to do a farm vlog. We will absolutely go out to dinner, and I cannot wait to see her. We all know she'll be back for season 5 of The Real Housewives of Miami. Guys, go ahead and comment below and let me know what your favorite part of this interview with Julia Lemigova was. And in the meantime, before you go, don't forget to go smash that like button, get subscribed, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.